What is up, sports bettors? It is Matt Modi here with OddsJam, coming to you to give you a preview of the Thursday night football game this week between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Thursday night football, the NFL has blessed us with just an incredible game between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Both teams starting out 1-0, both looking pretty impressive in their week 1 victories. Of course, you got to start with the Chiefs, put up 40 plus points. Defense looked good, only really gave up points until the end of the game. Just looked like an incredible team. Everybody wondered what their offense would look like without Tyreek Hill. Well, for 1 week, not really seeing any issues. On the Chargers side, it was the opposite unit that was impressive. They only gave up 19 points to the Raiders, and this was after a season in which the Chargers had the 5th or 6th worst defense in the entire NFL. Again, it's only week 1, but positive early returns for both of these teams. So let's see what the markets think of this Thursday night game. Of course, the page I'm looking at as I zoom in here is on oddsjam.com, the OddsJam line shopping tool. Everything that you see me look at right now is completely free to use. Just go to sports, NFL, click into a game, and here we go. So this OddsJam page, it pulls up all of the odds that sportsbooks have posted for all the different markets. So we have the main markets in one page, money line, point spread, and total points, which is cool. If you want to look at all of them individually to get a look at the alternate totals, obviously you can do that there. Team totals, we have a bunch of different alternate markets like first half, first quarter, stuff like that. Unfortunately, there are no player props posted yet, so I can't give you anything there. But let's just talk about the main lines and give a prediction. So unsurprisingly, the Chiefs are favored here, right? Most books have them, hovering around minus 170. If you did want to take the Chiefs at minus 170, I wouldn't totally hate that. Looks like the OddsJam line prices that at minus 171, Bet Online at minus 175. So you're not really getting any value on the Chiefs money line. So I'm personally going to stay away, but if you did want to hop on the Chiefs at minus 170, I wouldn't blame you. The point spread is interesting as well. Chiefs are 3.5 point favorites. That extra half point is very, very important. Obviously, the way NFL scoring works, field goals are 3 points, touchdowns are 7 points. Depending on if you're backing the favorite or the underdog, if you're backing the underdog, getting this extra half point is incredibly valuable. The Chiefs win on a last-second field goal, you would have won your bet. So the bet MGM price of the Chargers at plus 3.5, I don't think is terrible. Both books, Bet Online and the OddsJam line, think that the more likely scenario is that the Chargers cover this 3.5 point spread, as does every other book. So two sharp books, as does every other book. BetMGM is the only book that's giving you even odds, minus 110 each way. But I'm still going to stay away from the spread on this one. If you remove the VIG, there's no positive EV play. I would love, if I had to give a prediction, I would say the Chargers plus 3.5. But the bet that I absolutely love is this over 53.5. Now, I know the Chargers defense looked good last week. It's a different animal when you're going against the Chiefs. I highlighted this a ton in my week 1 betting previews of all the different games, but the Chiefs, they just play in shootouts their first month, 6 weeks of the season. Last year, they averaged 30.6 points per game. They gave up an average of 32.6 points per game. Now, I said their defense did look good in week 1. But that was against a disjointed Cardinals team that is clearly not waiting until the end of the year to start tanking and just play horribly. The Chiefs have a young defense. They generally always start slow on defense. I'm not letting 1 week of positive defensive play scare me off of that. And really what it comes down to is we're backing 2 of the best offenses in the entire NFL. The Chiefs, the way they performed was historically great in week 1. The Chargers only put up 24 points. But there was a missed field goal in there. There was some weirdness in there. And at the end of the game, they were kind of just trying to milk the clock more so than they probably should have. In this game, I'm expecting a shootout. The games these two teams played last year had a ton of points. And just look at the value here. We can get the total at 53.5 at minus 114 on FanDuel. Now, the minus 114 shows that it's a little bit juiced towards the over, but look at all these other books. The OddsJam line prices this total at 54, and it favors the over at this number. BetOnline also prices this total above this number. BetMGM prices it a full point higher at 54.5, still having it at even money. BetRivers also has it at 54.5. Granted, they're favoring the under a little bit, but this is still a valuable play when you compare across all the other sports books, especially the OddsJam line having this at 54, favoring the over. So to me, I think this is worth a full unit play that I'm going to lock in. Chiefs, Chargers over 53.5. I'm just counting on just absolute lasers from Herbert. I'm counting on insane play from Patrick Mahomes. And while I do think these defensive units will be improved from last year, in this game, Thursday Night Football, I'm expecting a ton of points. So that is my official bet. If I had to give a prediction in terms of the money line and the spread, I would probably take the Chargers at 3.5. I just think this team is going to be really good this year. And more so, I just like getting the field goal. Again, Chiefs win on a last-second field goal. Chargers still cover the spread at 3.5. So that is going to be my official prediction, but my official bet, as I mentioned, is the over 53.5. And that's it. So let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you're tailing these bets. Other than that, please remember to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that's it. So appreciate you guys watching. Enjoy Thursday Night Football and have a good one.